Hello everyone and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be going over my weekly forecast for the week of the 25th of August or the 31st of August. So we are finally in our last week of August. It has been quite a long month, at least for me. I did start school, so you know how that is, everything feels longer. But finally we're entering September. We're getting really close to fall. By the 1st of September we should be in meteorological fall. So pretty much that's what just what meteorologists do state when it's fall. Seasonal, it's different with a lot of most people, but meteorologists do treat it a little different. So I will have my final fall forecast out very soon. Okay, I do hope everyone enjoys today's video. If you do, consider subscribing and leaving a like down below. And let's go ahead and get into it. So in the bottom left, if any new viewers are here, pretty much in this bottom left is just where you look on it. It's pretty much what's on the map, and you just look down at it. It's pretty much a map key, and you just look down and see what everything means. So I always do say that every time I do make a map forecast, just because there are some new people every single time. So I do hope everyone enjoys today's video. Let's go ahead and get into the temperatures. Okay, we're going to start with the orange. This is where I do expect above average temperatures. So this is going to be across California, also into Nevada, Arizona, pretty much western Utah, also into Oregon, and southwestern Washington. So pretty much here we're just going to be seeing, of course, above average temperatures, and it should be pretty noticeable. It's not going to be drastic and really terrible above average, but it will be kind of in the middle of above average. So it'll be noticeable. Okay, as we move into that yellow, I'm expecting slightly above average temperatures. That's going to be across eastern Massachusetts into New Hampshire, eastern Vermont, also into Maine, also into Florida, southern Georgia, southern Mississippi, coastal South Carolina, coastal North Carolina, also into central and southern Texas, western Texas, into New Mexico, western Colorado, eastern Utah, western Wyoming, Idaho, western Montana, central and eastern areas of Washington and northeastern Oregon. Sorry, I had something in my mouth. I don't know what that is. Okay, so here we're going to be seeing just slightly above average temperatures. So pretty much it won't be terrible above average, but it will be there. You won't probably be able to notice it that much, but when you get closer to that orange, you might. But in a lot of these areas, it's not going to be terrible above average, especially across Florida and a lot of those areas across the southeast I did put there. That depends on this tropical system, of course. At this time, it's called Tropical Storm Dorian. Not sure what it is on your Monday morning yet, but pretty much we're going to have to see what's happening there. That's why I did put slightly above average across the southeast, and across those parts in the northeast of slightly above average where I did put it. That's really just because we're just going to be seeing it right there. Pretty much we're getting a lot of that cooler air to move in, and that's still going to kind of be there. So we're just see some warmer temperatures across parts of the northeast in those yellow areas. As we do move into your white, that's where I do expect normal conditions, or maybe something of everything, but pretty much just normal conditions here, not much different than usual. Okay, as we move into that light blue, that's going to be slightly below average temperatures. So this is going to be anywhere in this blue area. There are a lot of states I do need to cover. I will just try to get regions as much as I can. So pretty much throughout a lot of the Ohio Valley, into New York, into Pennsylvania, into the mountains of North Carolina, northern Alabama, northern Mississippi, into Tennessee, northern Arkansas, northeastern Oklahoma, into Kansas, western Nebraska, the western Dakotas, also into the eastern Montana area, into most of Michigan and the upper part of Michigan. It'll be the eastern part of that. So here we'll be, of course, just seeing slightly below average temperatures. Once again, it won't be too noticeable below average, but it will feel good here. So the air will feel very good here, and it'll be pretty nice here, but it won't be too below average or too above or close to that above average. It'll kind of just be a little bit below average, maybe 1 or 2 degrees. So if you were usually see 86, you might see 83 or 82. So that's pretty much what that's about. Okay, as we do move into your darkest blue, that's going to be below average temperatures. So that's going to be across Minnesota, the eastern parts, central, actually, we're going to do these separate, central and eastern South Dakota, eastern North Dakota, eastern Nebraska, northern Missouri, into northern Illinois, also into Wisconsin, and the western parts of the western parts of the upper part of Michigan. So pretty much here, we will be seeing noticeable below average temperatures. It won't be way below average, but it will be noticeable, and it should actually feel pretty good compared to other parts of the United States. So here, I'm just gonna say you're pretty lucky, and I wish I was there to be in that, but you'll just be below average. It'll feel pretty good there. But pretty much not too way noticeable, but not too little noticeable. You'll notice it, but you won't be too bothered. Okay, so as we do move into your precipitation map, we're going to go ahead and start with the orange. That's where I do expect below average precipitation. That's going to be across California, western Nevada. And also as we move into parts of New Jersey, into Rhode Island, the Maine coast, New Hampshire, really southeastern New Hampshire, also into eastern Massachusetts, Connecticut. We are going to be seeing pretty much here. We're just expecting those below average precipitation, as I was saying, and it will be noticeable, but we might still see some rain, just very, very little, especially across those parts across some of the Northeast, but very, very little rain, if any, here. Especially, I do think we will definitely see some in this area up here, but not too much, so we will be below average. And same way across California, we might not even see anything there. So that's what I'm expecting in that orange area. As we do move into your yellow, that's where I do expect slightly below average precipitation. That's going to be into Oregon, Washington, Idaho, central and western Montana, western Wyoming, into Utah, eastern Nevada, western Arizona, also northwestern Colorado, into parts of southwestern Texas. You do see where you are. There's not an exact region that I can really say right there, but in that yellow as we move into Texas, also into parts of central and western North Carolina, the very eastern, very, very eastern parts of Tennessee, also into northern Georgia, northern South Carolina, eastern West Virginia, also into a lot of Virginia, into Pennsylvania, into New York, also into Vermont, most of New Hampshire, and into central and northern Maine. So here, once again, slightly below average precipitation. Won't be too noticeable. We will still see some in this area. It's not like we'll not see anything, but we will see a little less than usual, and I'm not expecting too much in the way of precipitation, but we will definitely see some that will hold us throughout the week. So it's not like it's going to be a huge drought. We'll have some bits of rain throughout the week in some of these areas. So it's not going to be too dry, but by the end of the week, we will be a little drier on the side of things. Okay, as we do move into your light green, that's going to be your slightly above average precipitation. This is a lot of the chunk of the Midwest, pretty much. I will just say it right here. A lot of the Midwest, a lot of the upper Midwest, also into southern Georgia, into Mississippi, Alabama, and Louisiana. And if we want to get a little bit more specific, we'll move into the eastern Dakotas, into Nebraska, central and western Kansas, also into New Mexico. I know it's a surprise to some of the people because we haven't really saw that much. Southeastern Arizona, very, very eastern parts of Colorado, also into Michigan, Wisconsin, northern Iowa, Kentucky, into Tennessee, also central and southern Arkansas, western Oklahoma, and very southern areas of Oklahoma. We are expecting this. So once again, this is the case in all of our slightly above average or below average. So here's our slightly above average, as I did say. So pretty much we will be seeing some rain, but it won't be way above average, but we will see rain throughout the week. So don't really worry in this area. We will end up seeing slightly above average, so a little bit more than usual, but it won't be too bad. In that yellow, we were seeing a little bit less than usual, and pretty much it's just a flip-flop of that. Okay. As we do move into your medium greens, there actually are two medium greens where I had to color over the lighter green, which changed it, so there are two medium greens, two shades of it. But if you're anywhere in these two shades of medium greens, that's above average precipitation. That's going to be in Florida, also southern Mississippi, around the coastal parts of Alabama, Also, as we move into southeastern Louisiana, also into eastern Oklahoma, northern Arkansas, into southern and eastern parts of Missouri, also into Illinois, western Indiana, southern Iowa, a lot of eastern, let's say northeastern Kansas and some parts of eastern Kansas, and also as we move into northeastern Minnesota. So pretty much here, it's going to be noticeable. Once again, just like that orange, it's going to be noticeable, but it's not going to be way noticeable. So we will definitely be seeing rain here. So don't really worry in these areas. Some of these areas could end up seeing flooding, especially because Florida and parts of the Gulf where I did even put. If we do want to, we could even move. If we were to go ahead and do it, I do want to kind of tweak this a little bit while we're in the video. We're going to go ahead and move this light green over here just in case. So anywhere in the Gulf, I do want to cover this really quick. We could be seeing that tropical storm Dorian coming through, whatever it is. Also across parts of the southeast coast, I did put that. I will expand it just a little bit. We could be seeing this. So anywhere where I did mark, especially across the southeast coast and Gulf Coast, we could definitely be expecting Tropical Storm Dorian to come anywhere through here. So we do definitely need to watch out. The question is, will that be this week or the next week? Right now it's looking like it could be next week, but we'll have to see. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get past that, and we're going to move into where I did say across a lot of the Midwest. So in that Illinois area and Oklahoma area, Kansas area. So pretty much here we'll be seeing a lot of severe weather, which will mainly give us a lot of our rain. And some rain events could be coming through, like real systems, but mostly severe weather. Also, as we move into that part of Minnesota that I was saying above average, we are seeing a storm that will be coming through Canada. And pretty much what I am expecting is us to get that southern part of it right there. And we could be seeing those above average precipitation there. But we'll have to see if we see any flooding there. It's still up in the air. We'll have to see. Okay, as we do move into that darkest green, that is way above average precipitation. We are going to be expecting in these areas quite a bit of precipitation. So this will be really noticeable, and we could definitely be seeing some flooding. This is going to be across a lot of Missouri, also into a lot of central and eastern, central, south, okay, I need to slow down. Eastern central parts of Kansas, also into southeastern parts of Kansas, also northeastern parts of Oklahoma. There are very little parts of states that I do need to find right here. Okay, so this is where I do expect some flooding from severe weather. Quite a bit of flooding could be coming here with a lot of this rain from that severe weather, as I was saying, so that is very concerning. But yeah, guys, I hope y'all did enjoy today's video. If you did, consider subscribing and leaving a like down below, and I will see everyone in the next video. Have an amazing day.